Yeah, just one thing with the motorhome. So we took this option because it's very windy, very, very steep roads to get up here.
And the horse stopped and obviously the princess went over. Hello and welcome back. We are still in Salou.
Hello.
We're still in Salou. We're leaving on Sunday, today's Thursday.
Thursday already?
Yeah.
Wow, it goes quick,
yeah.
doesn't it?
And because it's a bit busy around here and our last vlog was of Salou, we decided to go on an excursion.
Yes.
So we're going to a medieval city. I can't remember how to say its name right now, but I'll tell you when we get there.
Yeah.
We are going on a tour, so we'll do our best to film as and when we can.
Yes, so we've actually got a tour guide, so all the information we hope should be correct. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it actually, because I like these sort of things.
Yeah, well, we've got to go because we've got to be there in like 25 minutes and we've got a 20-minute walk. So this is our pickup point, Princess Hotel Restaurant. Lee's just checking that we're in the right place. You ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, don't seem to be many here at the moment.
We are 15 minutes earlier. We misjudged the time for our walking.
Yeah.
Found a shortcut as well.
As you do.
Yeah, I'm hoping the weather's good today. We had thunderstorms all day yesterday and it's cooled down now, hasn't it? So we're going to reach about 25 today on the coast.
Yeah.
A little, where we're going is inland, so it might just be a little bit warmer. But yeah, it's cooling down a bit.
It's alright now the body's climatised, it's fine. You know, 25 it actually feels a bit chilly, to be honest.
Well, it's only about 19 now.
Well, yeah.
Where's called we're going?
Well, it's Siurana medieval village, so not really sure what's there.
It's an hour's drive from here.
Yeah.
An hour back and an hour in there, so 3 hours altogether. So
yeah, so it's not bad really, and yeah, to get taken around all the, I suppose, the main spots of that village.
So we'll do our best to film what we can. Well, I'm in the transport.
No, we are
Four of us on this trip, and yeah, very good.
Yeah, but it's just like
Sitting in the back now, so it's about a 50-minute drive.
So
yeah, it wasn't in the list, so
we're with the tour guide now, and he's going to be taking us round and give us plenty of chance to film, so that's great.
Yeah. So that's where we're going, just up the top there, to the village. It's a bit like a mini Grand Canyon here. We're about 1,000 odd meters up. Well, we're here. We're at the top now. So we've got the Grand Canyon side, but he's going to show us all that. And we're going into the village now, which is down these steps.
I like the fact it's got this nice steady handrail though. Don't you? Such a medieval place.
Well, check that out.
When the temperature is better, so coming people around America, Australia, around the world, coming with a car, auto caravaning, parking here, or hiking or walking to the top of the mountain, and do climbing. So it's very popular for the climbers. Siurana in the 12th century was all fortification. So in this side is now is just ruins of the castle, no? But in the 12th century was all fortification. And here was on the bridge, just the principal entry. Here was on the village, the Siurana. Here was lived the princess and the king, the Muslims. Well, the Muslims, because in Spain, the Muslims weren't during 7 centuries, weren't invasion in Spain. Siurana have a natural lake here. But now this lake is the level of the water is very low. It's only 5% capacity the level water, because in Spain, in Catalonia especially, we have a problem because it's not raining so much. The last winter was very dry, no? So now it's only 5%. And this water, administration water for all the different village. So this water, clean, filtered, you can bring in home, this water, no? So but now it's very, very, very low. I remember 5 years ago, close to this lake here, was a company for kayaking. And the kayaking now is closed, no? And not to work on that in Netherlands. Sometimes I confuse the Netherlands because now it's closed because it's very low the level of the water, so it's not possible kayaking. We are international on YouTube.
So this is the gates coming in. Yeah, so this is the entrance.
Yeah, the principal entry on the bridge in the 12th century.
Yeah.
This is the village parking, and if you come to visit, it's not possible to park here because this is allocated. Where we've come through the gate and at the top where we parked, you would have to park up there because the village is so small and only has 52 people, and they're all the same families. And the village just outside of here is their administration village where the children go to school there, and this is where they live out of school. Yes, this is a medieval village. Look at that view. And they did say it's popular with rock climbers here. People come from all over, even America, to come and climb here.
Hey, one picture here. Oh, yes. The one here is welcome to Siurana.
After coming through the castle gates, just down there, so with the big castle ruins up there, now we're going into the village, and this would have been the village back in the 12th century, and it's still going today. So it's one of the oldest Catalan villages. You can see the houses built up on the rock there. But we're about 1,000 metres up. It does go a bit higher to the point right just over there. That's 1,163 metres high. Local residents here, they've got their own spaces just outside the village.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, just one thing with the motorhome. So we took this option because it's very windy, very, very steep roads to get up here. So it's not like, and they're quite thin. So
you wouldn't bring your motorhome up here.
I wouldn't.
We've seen one, but I don't know how far up they went. It's beautiful, isn't it? And that means jump of the Queen, I believe. So the princess, the Muslim princess here, when the Christians were at war with them, didn't want to be defeated, so she was on a horse, and the horse, I think it goes off to the edge of a cliff, we're going to show you in a minute, and the horse stopped, and obviously the princess went over. So it's kind of a legend of the village. True or not, we don't know, but find out some more about that for you. Make sure I'm 100% correct.
Even bringing on the Spanish.
It's actually Catalan, so...
Catalan, yeah, I suppose it is.
Yeah, and so it's more French. So the de la is the...
Yeah, so they've even got their own, I suppose, flag, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's a bit like in the UK, then we have the English flag, the Scottish flag, the Welsh flag. Catalan have got their own flag.
And some are independent villages and some aren't. We've just driven through an independent one, haven't we?
Yeah, which they only speak Catalan.
Yeah.
In the 12th century, when the princess and the lights opened the windows and saw that the Christians arrived here, so took the house. With the house, the princess was just here. The house was stopped because the house, don't prefer jump it, no. So the princess go, jump. And finally, the house and the princess weren't jumped, you weren't fell, you weren't suicide. About house and princess. So that is the footprint. The house.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's this one. Maybe that's true, maybe half true, maybe. It's just a legend. All the legends is.
It was a heavy horse to make that print. So that's the river, and over the last 5 years, it's sort of slowly dried out. But that usually is quite full. And hopefully, because of the weather, and it'll start picking up again. But that feeds a lot of the villages around here. So that's the river of the Siurana. You see the dam, and this is the official picture you get on Google when searching for this place. So that's the bell tower just in front. But look at them spectacular views.
It's beautiful, no? These views.
Beautiful, very good.
The tour guide's just explaining to Lee that this used to be a proper river that went through. People used to kayak through it, and it was the main water for the whole of the village. However, it's so dried up now that it's a political issue now, he's saying, because it was controlled politically, and the problem is it's gone. But you can see why people like hiking and climbing around this area. Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Look at them stones up there. They put stones on the roof because it gets super windy in the winter, and they try and weigh that down. So they sort of try and weigh the roof down so it don't blow off, basically. Yeah, watch me footing, because we're up high in the rocks here.
It's all rocky, yeah. You've got to have trainers on at least to come up here.
Yeah, so we're going over to the Siurana church now. We're going to look at the front view. A little compass there, south, north, and just showing the orientation of the mountains. So south being that way, and that way's Salou. As Jodie said, there's only 52 people that live up here, which is surreal, really. Just love the stonework. Typical archer's window, yeah. Look at the stonework on that, though. It's thousands of years old. And it's still standing. Must be surreal for the people that live here.
So we're just at the Church of Santa Maria.
Typical Roman style, you can see the art, it's typical Roman. So it's very, very old. But the conditions of the material and the stone is very good for close to 1,000 years old. Yeah. It's very good. So it's possible to go inside for to see a little bit.
So one Saturday a month.
Yeah.
On special occasions.
Yeah, for especially because it's so small.
We can't go in because it's closed at the moment. That's the church. I was just going to say, that house there is for sale, and the gentleman was just saying to us that they go for about $500,000 up here. He says, which is a bit crazy, but as one of the other guys pointed out, it's probably because there's not many neighbours. That's like a sundial. Yeah. It's quite raw, isn't it? That's what I like. Raw, yes. I would say. That's what I like about it.
But the temperatures, did you say the temperatures are quite low?
No, I didn't.
Winter, so you can get to -5 here in the winter quite easily.
Snow as well, yeah.
Snow.
Like a memorial cross. Vil Centre de la Reconquista de Siurana. There's a little gate down there.
Actually, a door.
Oh, there's a door.
Someone lives there.
Somebody's house. Wow. And there's the cross. Wow. And we're going down here. I'll get lost otherwise. You definitely need decent footwear on this trip. And if you're staying in Salou at any time, you just find this on TripAdvisor.
That is just a house there. We looked at the door.
Oh, it is a house.
Their garden.
Oh, that's their garden.
That's the cliff edge.
Oh, the garden's on the cliff edge. Standard.
You can understand it was very, with the castle up here, very strategic, shall we say? You know, up on this high ground and then overlooking everything basically. And it's a control thing really for way back. But you can see why they picked this location.
Definitely. Makes you wonder what it was like when it was hundreds of years ago. When this was a castle was fully built. You all right there, Lee?
Yeah.
We're going a bit closer to the
Trees
edge.
growing out the hole.
Don't have to go so close, darling, if you don't want to.
Now we are in the frontal views, so you can see the consequence, the super dry lines.
Yes.
So now it's a 5%, but 5 years ago was 18%. Was
And that's the village that administrates this part of the village. So that's larger, so there's about 1,000 people population. But they have wine, olives, almonds, that's their income really. Oh look, right down there in the distance is where that motorhome is. Just parked down there.
in the 2002 was built this construction. So in this side is just the garden,
Yeah.
So that was built in 2010.
Oh, look at the little cat. So cute. But that's the garden area for the hotel. And I think they've even got a menu on here.
Yes, it is, yes.
And that's your menu. A couple of little ponds there, doesn't seem to be much in them.
You don't see some.
That's what they are, I'm not sure.
The freedom for to decide.
And then even public toilets.
50 or 60 years ago was typical here washing the clothes.
Oh, okay.
Washing the clothes was the style of the life, no? Very years ago, no? So now it's just one stand for the fish, no?
Yeah.
But years ago, here was a place for washing the clothes. No? Some villas very similar, romantic, the construction, the stone, no? Are you in Naples, no? In Italy, no? Mm-hmm. You know, a small village. It's very clean, and the families like everything is with flowers and decorations.
Very well presented.
Sí,
Yes.
for the presentation
Yeah.
is.
I just love the way it's all built into the stone and floors
Yeah.
and how it's presented.
What they got in here then?
Your hands here. This is a representation, a typical house Catalans, very old, no?
Yeah.
So this is the same with these windows and connect with these windows. So years ago, because here in the winter is very cold, no? So years ago was typical, all the animals weren't together here in this flow for the warm coming up, you know, because it was a very primitive system for the temperature regulation. So you can see on the mirror the names of the family. In the Bot Garcia, years ago was typical put the surname, the family, no? Garcia.
Family names put on the wall.
History was put
This is
Coat of arms.
Yeah.
say hiking or walking.
Okay, and they
so
come
have
here.
the possibility for accommodation here.
So that's a
Sometimes
small
it's
like
open,
hostel.
sometimes- but the
small
construction
hotel.
is underground. It's very nice.
Sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not. I suppose it depends what the demand is.
It's like a hostel.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, look at this.
Well, this is the mini Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Very nice. Like maybe
The mini Grand Canyon
mini
of Spain.
Grand Canyon.
The mini.
Yeah,
Grand Canyon.
Auto Caravan also.
Yes.
Okay, bye bye.
No.
I bet there's nothing down there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm not.
I love the life.
I think you're on camera doing that.
yeah. So like professional.
Well, so that's the view from the restaurant or the.
Yes, this is just the terrace, the
Terrace,
restaurant. So
The restaurant
the summer
terrace
when it's
down there.
open, it's a very lovely place because
Yeah.
it's super romantic, especially in the
Look at the
evening,
view.
with the lights.
I love,
And,
I love all the colour change.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can see the colors now, super red color. That is for the rose, the millions degrees ago. The orientation, the sound, windy. Very nice, the contrast. So usually the people climbing in this is the principal hill for climbing. Yeah. What?
That's the main
Yeah, because
cliffside or hillside, mountainside that they climb when they come rock climbing. And the Spanish call it a mini
People,
Grand Canyon, if that makes sense. It's a little bar restaurant area where we're going to get
This is open all year round, so
a coffee or a tea.
Yeah.
20 minutes for coffee, down there for the stay relax.
Heading back to the car now. It's a nice coffee. I think it must be included with the trip, which is nice. We are back at the car. Right, we're going to jump in the back.
Yes. Yeah, you want to.
Good. Okay.
They're in the back this time.
Hello. We are international.
It's been a very good tour. I've enjoyed it, and we're going to head back now. We'll catch you when we get there. So I've just been dropped off not far from our campsite.
Yeah, really good tour actually. It was well worth it.
I think it cost me about £72. I'll put the exact price here for both of us, and that's pick up, drop off, a coffee or a tea, or a whiskey, as he was saying, and to go in and see that beautiful medieval village.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
Village, and there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of history there. And it was full of all the information that you needed. Sometimes it's good to have that with you instead of going in blind.
Yeah, so right, we're on our way back to the van. See you there.
Yeah, see you at the van.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So it's the next day after our trip out, and it has been raining since early hours this morning.
Yeah, that's heavy.
I was trying to go for a run this morning and find it very difficult here because it gets very busy sort of mid-morning and on the promenade area. So it's very hard to run past people and stuff. So it's either been too hot before we got here to run, or we've been getting rain that early in the morning, or I've been out, we've been up late or something like that. So I'm finding it really hard to actually find the timing to run. Hopefully I can either go this afternoon or tomorrow morning. But it's been really bad rain, and it's forecast all day, isn't it?
It is, even though the sun's starting to shine now, but it is forecast thunderstorms all day. And thunderstorms out here, thunderstorms out here are quite
Loud.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to show you outside. So, yeah, we've got puddles now. Yeah, the sun is trying to come out, but it is still a bit wet. what I wanted to do is just to show you how I found the trip that we found yesterday. So what I did was I put in things to do in Salou. It's come up with tours and tickets. I made sure here that it's in pounds, otherwise it gives you it in dollars. There's quite a few things that you can do: cycling tours, hiking tours, pub crawls, should I say, all sorts like that. But what we did was we found the village, the medieval village here, and then we opened that up. So then once you've checked the availability, you can continue to check out, and it will then tell you that this one is going to be £77.28 for 2 adults to go on Sunday, I believe it is. Yeah, Sunday. So I think it's a tiny bit more because it's a weekend. We paid £72.
Yes, £72, but I believe that for us it was well worth it, wasn't it? It was pretty much all morning, and with the drive up there, and the guide was spot on with his knowledge, so yeah, it was good.
And I've never booked direct through TripAdvisor before for anything, so I was a bit nervous of whether it was all going to work, but I paid the £72. We went, it gave you a choice of pick-up points. They will drop you off at your actual hotel as well,
yeah.
if it's in the vicinity. But we picked us up from the Princess Hotel up the road, and he was there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
On time and everything. So I was a bit nervous, but it worked. So I will be booking off TripAdvisor again if we want any excursions while we're
Yeah, and it's a good point to know.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So easy peasy, really.
Yeah. So, well, I think we'll be closing this one here, will we?
Yes, we will. We'll be closing this one here because tomorrow is our last full day in Salou. So we'll pick you up tomorrow, and it's meant to be sun shining, and I think you'd rather see the sun than the rain. So we are going to sort of take you with us a little bit tomorrow the best we can, and on to our next destination.
Yes, as quick as that.
Yeah, so we've been out now for
2 weeks nearly.
Is it 2 weeks on Sunday?
Yeah, 2 weeks on Sunday. As
2
quick
weeks
as
on
that.
Sunday.
It just flies by, doesn't
Wow, that is well quick.
it? Yeah.
But that's from getting on the ferry.
Yes.
Not
Obviously,
from being
we
into
arrived
Spain.
in Spain on Tuesday. Yeah, on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'd like to say thank you again to everyone that has subscribed to the channel and everyone that supports us. And we will see you on the next one. So until then, bye.
Adios.